in high school, but before then, I stayed in middle school. I was dabbling in things, but high school is when I really figured out what I wanted to do moving forward. And it started with singing, and then college brought in my acting. And I overall just brought it together as I love covering media, like in entertainment. That's one of the things that really brings me joy and is bringing others joy.
And I'm glad that you said that because throughout tonight, part of the theme, and really for any other guest, it's been finding your passion, finding your purpose, what you're great at, and things of that nature. So here you are, arts, creative, fashion, presence, purpose. So walk through with us your growth and evolution with the role that you're taking on within the City magazine.
Yes, so ironically enough, I started, well, found in a City magazine while I was modeling. We met
Wow.
in the industry. And at that moment, Quadir Thomas, he is the founder of In the City magazine. We collabed together. And since then, he's been dealing in multiple areas of Atlanta, broadcasting, the major things going on from music, fashion, all sorts of arts, entrepreneurs, and things like that. We want to shed light.
Wow. So it really sounds like when it comes to, and we know the hot phrase now is creatives, but
Yes.
when you think about creatives, like you said before, whether it's the acting space or the music space or fashion or what have you, this is really the role that you're playing, and really what the magazine does is really focus on providing that creative hub and what have you.
Yeah. The magazine, it like I said it before, shares the light, and it also brings creatives together, like-minded people. You wouldn't think to look in the magazine and see chefs. You wouldn't think to see music artists, mayors, authors, everyone in there. Yes.
Wait.
So-
I'm gonna run it back right there. Authors, were you dropping a hint
I
right
was
there?
dropping maybe 2 hints that
Okay.
you need to jump in.
Okay. See, you know what? See, imparting wisdom and knowledge. See, look at there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Definitely going to just.
Yeah, so like you were saying, really, when we, like you said, when we talk about creatives, like we already have some ideas, but you're really looking at seeing where are there other creative spaces, whether it's fields or areas that, okay, we're familiar with, to where it's like, I didn't know that. Like, let me ask you this question. When it comes to the creatives and the spaces you're able to cover, what would you say is one field or one area where people would be surprised that, look, there really are creative energies and tendencies there?
At this point, I will say it's not much of a surprise as it used to be. Because when it comes to photography, a lot of people felt like it was more so people who, it was a small network in a sense, like it was only a certain amount of people, but really a lot of people are in that category at this point now. It's very broad but small at the same time.
Okay, so one of those areas, like you said, would be photography, because it's like growing up, sometimes you'd only think of photography like, okay, when you do your school pictures, or you'd see
go
it.
to the mall and get family
Yeah,
photos together.
but you make an interesting point that just looking at photography, folks are doing some really amazing things in some of these areas where it overlaps, like in fashion or in music or photography, videography, those
Yes.
types of things. What would you say would be what's one of the topics within the creative space? What would you say is a topic that you've covered that has really pushed you? You know how there's that one thing where it forces you to tap into hidden talents or hidden gifts? Would you say that there's a story that you've covered or a person that you've covered where it's like, it's pushed me to tap into other strengths, other areas that I didn't know I had?
I'll say when I've covered young generation of entrepreneurs, them stepping into their own entrepreneurship of having restaurants and having their cosmetic brands at the same time, and having their own food menus and things like that, and pushing themselves. That's made me want to step into other avenues that I have and want to broadcast that too. And yeah, it's eye-opening to show you that don't box yourself in.